Hey there, this is the Pythonic Accountant. Today we're back taking a look at the accounting test that I put together. I added a couple questions at the end just to add a little bit more complexity, but if you saw in my previous videos we had 8 questions, now we've got 10, that we try to come up with some challenging enough ones that would trip up some of the LLMs. I maybe uh, may find that all of the LLMs get all of these right, we'll see. But did add a couple of slightly more complex ones that I had GPT O3 Mini help me create. Hopefully they're correct. We'll see what the answers are from all of these. Basically, for all of these, we're asking for a multiple choice answer. And the first one is yes or no, but the rest of them it's A, B, C, or D. We've got the correct answers over here on the right. But one complexity we're going to add to this that we didn't do the first time we did this analysis is I'm going to feed in all 10 questions in one prompt and ask for it to give all 10 answers. That was something that these models were not able to do the last time I tried it, and they got tripped up, so I switched to just doing one question at a time. So I think it's pretty interesting to see how well they'll do when we do them all together. So let's go ahead and flip over. I'll show you the spreadsheet that I'm working with. This is where I've got my individual questions. These are the prompts. And then I've got my different models over here that I'm going to be working with. And what we're going to do is one by one, take this prompt here, and I'm just going to kind of shift and copy and paste it into each of these windows and see what happens. So let's go ahead and start with Claude. We're using their most advanced model, Sonnet. And the first models we're going to use are the non-reasoning models. Now, Anthropic is supposed to be coming out with a reasoning model soon, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how that changes things. I bet it's just going to get even smarter. But let's go ahead and use their Claude 3.5 model. So what this is doing is this is talking through the answers, and then now it's giving me the answers. So we're going to go ahead and type these in. So YDDBC, YDDBC, and then the last 5 are CCADA. CCADA. And all right, that's pretty awesome. Sonnet 3.5 got 100% right. Let's see what GPT-4o can do. All right, what can I help with? Well, GPT-4o, answer these accounting questions. Tell me what you can do. So again, 4o is GPT is OpenAI's smartest model without the reasoning piece. So YDDBC, ooh, this one's a little bit different. YDDBC. Oops, there we go. And then the last 5 got tripped up a little bit. ACADA. ACADA. Okay, so I got 90%. That's pretty darn good. It got tripped up. Oh yeah, a lot of them get tripped up by this one. There are 3 employees in the accounting department, payroll clerk, accounting payable clerk, and accounts receivable clerk, which should not make the daily deposit. The LLMs sometimes get tripped up thinking it's the payroll clerk because they have nothing to do with the receiving function or receivables function. But the correct answer is actually C, because we don't want the same person who's recording the accounts receivable to be the one depositing it. So that's a fun one to trip them up with that segregation of duties. Let's check Gemini 2.0 Flash. This is a fun one. So this is their newer, more advanced models, and quite impressive. And we'll see, and later we're going to try out the Flash reasoning model. So we'll see if this one doesn't do 100%. We'll see if the reasoning model does better. Ooh, interesting. That was really fast. YDDBC. Awesome. And then CCADA. Pretty sure that's the correct. Wow. Okay. Gemini 2.0 Flash, 100%. That's pretty impressive. All right. Now, this is one I have not given any love to recently, or at all, but I'm really interested in checking it out. So this is the Grock model. I do not have Grock 3 access, but that's the brand new model. But let's see how Grock 2 does. Probably won't get it perfect because the Grock 3 model is the one that has finally kind of caught up to the other advanced models. But let's just see how this one does. I'm hoping that it still gives me a list. No, it did not give me a list. This is not very useful. I don't want to have to scroll through. Did it even give me the answers? Answer. Okay. NDDBC. Yeah, these are way off. NDDBC. NDDBC. ACADA. All right, 80%. Hey, not bad. Nice work, Elon. We're getting there. Now remember, this is not a fair comparison because this is not the latest and greatest model. So I'm just going to play Grock 2 here. But still not bad. All right, let's check out Llama. Llama. So now I don't know which Llama model this is because they don't specify. So we'll just have to figure it out. Oh, I gotta confirm my age. I'm old enough, Meta. I'm old enough, there you go. All right, let's see what Meta's Llama is able to do. Now this is one of the open source models. So NDCCB. This didn't even get me a full answer. Oh man, this is a fail. I'm not even going to type this in because it didn't even give me 10 responses. So, all right, Meta, you've failed. Nice try. All right, next we're going to try O1. Okay, so ChatGPT's 4.0 model already got it perfect, so this can't improve. If anything, it could go backwards, but let's just see if it's able to give me the same answers, at least, that the 4.0 model gave me, which would be hopefully 100% accurate. So this is fun. It's each side totals $1,100. Did I really put that on my question? That would be funny if I did. Wow. Yeah, no. That's really funny. I did not use bucks in my question, yet O1 decided to use bucks. That's pretty funny. All right, so this is interesting. So we have just started the reasoning models, as I mentioned. But if you haven't seen this before, we're looking at some of the behind the scenes of what the OpenAI model is actually thinking about as it's reasoning through these answers. Now, you're not seeing the entire behind the scenes. There's probably a lot more that's happening back there, but still pretty interesting to give even a glimpse as to what is happening behind the scenes as it's doing its reasoning. So once it's done with all of the reasoning, it's going to then finally give you the answers. And since I asked for step-by-step, that's why it's giving me the step-by-step output. But I did ask for a list also. So hopefully once it's done giving the step-by-step output, it'll give me that full list. All right. Give me the journal entry. Pretty sweet. There we go. YDDBC. And then CCACA. 90%. So this one got tripped up by this question. This is one of the newer ones that I created. A multinational manufacturing firm operating under IFRS, dealing with some complex cutoff issues. So I was able to confuse it good enough. But again, this may be judgmental because I did not test this one in detail. So we'll see. Got a 90%, pretty close, not perfect. Let's check O3 Mini now. That's going to be this one. So there's two O3 Mini models. There's the O3 Mini and the O3 Mini High. I'll use the O3 Mini High because why not? Again, sometimes I'm curious to see if the main model did well enough. Is the reasoning model going to actually be overkill and overthink it and get something wrong? And I think that's kind of what we saw happen with the O1 model. Now, what's cool about this one is this is basically just as smart as O1, but it's a lot faster and a lot cheaper if you're looking to scale it. So that's pretty interesting. I can't wait to try the O3 full model, which I've heard is, I think, announced by OpenAI is going to be rolled into GPT-5, which that's going to be crazy when that happens. It's going to be crazy. All right, so we are seeing again some of the inner thoughts. Now you'll notice that the inner thoughts are quite a bit longer in O3. I think they just made a decision on how much they wanted to show for that behind the scenes, and they added a little bit more for O3 than they did with O1. So that's kind of interesting. But still thinking, still reasoning. I mean, the thing is, we gave it 10 questions that all take a little bit of thinking. And so because we asked it to think through them step by step, that's why it's doing all that thinking. So reason for a full minute. Wow. You guys are hearing me blab for a minute while it was doing its reasoning. That's a downside of the reasoning models, is they do take longer. So you've got to either have that patience or have that built into your apps. All right, YDDBC. And then the last 5, CCADA. So I think this one got it right. So the extra reasoning and thinking of O3 did not mess it up. All right, time for DeepSeek. This one is fun. So I forgot to log in. Oh no, are we good? I think we're good. Okay. So let's message DeepSeek. Now this one may or may not work. Sometimes the DeepSeek model is overloaded and the servers can't handle new requests. But if we get lucky, all right, looks like we got lucky and it's handling the request. So again, I'm using the DeepThink, which is the R1 model within DeepSeek. If you don't use DeepThink, then you get a different model, or at least just the baseline model. This one you get the deep thinking model, which is similar to the OpenAI thinking models, which we just saw. And the last one that we're going to see is Gemini 2.0 thinking, which is again a reasoning model. And again, the benefit of these is not quite as clear here because, as we saw, the earlier non-reasoning models ended up getting most of these, if not all of the questions correct. But where these come in is when you get to really complex questions or really, really crazy scenarios that are not able to be handled by the regular models, and just benefits from that extra deep thinking, no pun intended. That's where these models are able to really come in handy. So it looks like this one is thinking hard. And the funny thing about these thinking models is sometimes they overthink themselves and will end up changing a correct answer into an incorrect answer because it overthinks itself, which is funny. All right, so let's see. YDDBC, CCADA. That sounds like the winning codes to me. YDDBC. Haha, DeepThink, no, or DeepSeek. YDDBC, I think it's that, right? CCADA. DeepSeek got, oh, jeez. There you go, 100%. DeepSeek was not the correct answer, but D was. All right, let's test this last one out. Let's go and check out Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking and see how that does. And again, I think Gemini 2.0 Flash got this perfect. So no room to improve. If anything, this could get less smart because it overthinks itself. But I don't know. The last Gemini seemed like it was pretty smart. So we'll see if this one's also as smart. So again, we have a reasoning model here where it's telling us the step-by-step process it's taking. For each of the questions, it's actually laying out the steps quite clearly, which is kind of nice. Now let's scroll down and see if it gives us the answer yet. And it is still thinking. We are now, oh wow, so it's going through each of the questions now in detail. Oh, okay, you know what? I think this is the output now. So it's regurgitating the output because I asked for the detailed thinking. So now we've got the final answer list. YDDBC, CCADA. That sounds right to me. You know what? I have a GPT-4o mini on here by mistake. We're going to delete that because we didn't plan on doing that one. So let's just check out our final answers here. Wow, these models really have improved because the last time I did them one by one, they were nowhere near this. We have Sonnet 3.5, GPT-4o, Gemini 2.0, Flash, 100%. Grock, pretty good, 80%. Llama, I don't know, pooped the bed, not sure what happened there. But then you've got O1, O3 mini, DeepSeek, Gemini 2.0, Flash, only one with one mistake was O1. A little clunky of a model for whatever reason. I mean, it's not really clunky, but compared to O3, yeah, this is really impressive. I'm going to have to up my game. These questions are way too easy for these models. We're going to have to add some complexity here and see what we can do next time. Well, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was another Pythonic Accountant video testing out these large language models for accounting. And if you liked it, please subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you at the next one.